redu da odemo sat. I sa PC-om, jednim, 2, 4 sata. Izlazimo na autoput kod Svilajnca. I kao idemo do Topole i tu onda nešto, neki lokalni hotel.
Jer se ne bolje Topola, Tregovac i ne izađe pa autoput.
To je sigurnije, ma da.
Sigurnije, tamo je to Svilajnca još. Stvari Svilajnac je ranije, znaš.
Znaš šta kaže? Kaže Aranđelovac, Svilajnac je 2,28 minuta, a Kragujevac 2,38. Samo 10 minuta duže, a mnogo je vjerovatno bolji put.
Ja znam odavde od Topole, za ovaj put levo, da ideš do Kragujevac.
Znam i ja, da. Ništa, idemo to. Alright, there are two mountains ahead of us. Venčac, straight ahead, that's where we produce marble, white marble. You can see actually some buildings over there, and there is the open mine. And granite, both coming from that mountain. And to your right hand side there is another mountain. That one is called Bukulja. Bukulja means beech tree. So another tree name. That's where the spice, that's where the mineral water spring is. And on the opposite side of Bukulja mountain, so the one on your right hand side, that's where we are heading. That's where my mother and aunt live.
Spell the names of the mountains.
Spell the names of the mountains. So the one straight ahead is Venčac. Venčac is V-E and then Č. You remember Č? Like chocolate and all of that. So it's C with a little V on top of it. Yeah? Then Č, A, C. Venčac. C-E-N-Č-A-C. And the other one on the right hand side, but we are going to quite drive around that mountain now, up and down. It's a very nice mountain. That's Bukulja, which means beech tree. It's B-U-K-U-L-J-A, Bukulja. B-U-K-U-L-J-A, yeah. This is the city of Aranđelovac that we are entering right now. It's also about 25,000 people living. Mostly they all work in mineral water company, or they are in this, well, marble and granite industry. People a lot around here, and it's nice. It's in the kind of valley between a couple of mountains and hills around here.
It's a big city. I mean, Aranđelovac. How do you pronounce it?
Aranđelovac. Aranđelovac. Aranđeo is Archangel, and at this ono 45, tako? Staro, to ćemo pravimo u tebi na to, da, to je to. I par od 15, koliko, pola sata, ništa.
Ne treba ništa.
Samo to.
Nego ovo sad što smo stali, bilo 13 minuta, pa ide još 2 minuta pa da mi se ne računamo možda.
Naravno, ma reći uvek kad je to, nemoj da potrošimo bez veze nešto. So this is pretty much industrial zone, it's even bigger behind us. Maybe later we'll see more as we are heading back to Niš, actually further to Niš, and now we are slowly going to enter the city center. You will see on this next hill on your left hand side there is a cave called Lynx Cave, Risovača would be in our language, so it's a lynx animal. It's very nice cave. Also another thing in Serbia, considering we have a quite a mountain.
What's more, Garashi.
Huh?
Garashi.
Yes,
Garashi.
very good.
Just Garashi. What a paradise.
There are some haystacks to your right hand side. These are more modern one. If you see the old fashioned one looking like a little tents or that kind of like a pyramid, that's the old tradition of preparing it for the winter time. But this is now, there are more modern machines, combines and all the others, and they will make this now different. And in a couple of moments, you're going to see the lake.
Miloš, taj.
E sad shvatio da imaš snagu desno i ide na dole, krivina. As you can see, the locals preparing wood for the winter time.
What a paradise to grow up in.
Yeah, indeed. I never realized that. Actually, I was embarrassed in elementary school because I came from village, and all the children were from city. It was a kind of cultural shock for me, and they were teasing me like, a boy from a village and so on. But lately, well, much later, after I suffered a long time, I realized that it's a big advantage actually. Having both experiences. Nećemo ovdje. So there is the lake. We are.
Is this Kalubari?
Huh?
Is this Kalubari?
Yeah.
Kalubari?
No, this is lake.
Oh, it's a lake.
This is lake. It's not a river. Yeah.
It's a lake.
It's very, very low water. Another proof of a very dry summer.
Is this a natural lake? Or
It's artificial lake.
artificial lake?
We are going to make a stop at the dam of this lake now.
People swim here?
It's not allowed swimming anymore. I mean, if you can smuggle yourself, then it's fine. There is only one or two of them protecting the lake, so sometimes people just swim a little bit and then they get out. But officially it's not allowed, and fishing is allowed here. Tamo ćeš na kraju ovog pravca, vidjet ćeš ima levo.
Why is it not allowed? Is it dangerous or it's a reservoir? Or?
Why it's not allowed? Locals mostly don't know how to swim around here, and a lot of them lost their life, drowned, drunk, or even they had a car accident and then up in
I see, okay, I got it.
in the lake, and that's why actually, and I think that's smart. Yeah. Samo tu ne moraš da. Alright, creating some kind of waterfall summertime. They use that water for it's a nice swimming pool and nice area. Young people all have smartphones and computers at home and internet. My generation and older here, no. Very little of them can even use smartphone and internet and Skype and all of that, chatting, Google. So like 30, 25 and younger, yes. But about that, no. Sad ćemo desno tamo kod žute table. It's a dog.
The way I was sitting there with its face, it looked like a
Yeah, it's a German Shepherd.
Oh.
Yeah.
The roads are getting
So
narrower.
wrong.
Narrower.
Whoopsie.
Sorry?
You're going to be the talk of the town. Everybody's going to be talking about, oh, did you see Milo? She brought his bus.
Oh yes, actually. Now, I
Bunch
mean,
of people.
ovdje onako, pažljivo pet krivina.
Finally, we're famous.
Actually, your visit to my mother and our house is the first of this kind in my guiding career. I never brought any tourists here, never before, so this is very unique. And you know how the big story you will be in the village after you leave. They're going to talk about you for next probably 2 months. I'm sure all the neighbors from the hill and around are going to spy a little bit while we are here to listen what these strange people talk in some strange language and everything else.
They're thinking we're lost. Oh, they really got lost.
This is a great road.
5 kilometers.
We are so honored. Yes, we are. Yeah. Yes.
This is amazing.
So of course my mother and my aunt, they don't speak English at all. So this is your good chance to improve your Serbian.
Correct, exactly. Very
And of
good.
course, whenever I say improve your Serbian, that means your Croatian, Bosnian, and Montenegrin, because it's pretty much 95% same thing. We easily communicate from those 4 countries.
So I'll speak to her in Montenegrin then.
Sorry?
I'll speak to her in Montenegrin.
How?
I will speak to her in
Oh,
Montenegrin.
yeah.
Absolutely.
You'll speak to her in Montenegrin. All right. Of course, there are different dialects, different accents, all of that. Like
I'll use
we have it only in one country, but
I'll use the New Jersey Montenegrin dialect.
New Jersey inflection.
New Jersey Montenegrin dialect. All right, that might help.
This is just wonderful.
And I like my village very nice because it's nice altitude, nice air, not too many houses around here, you know, and a lot of nature.
Oh, look at them chickens.
A ti si od sela, nisi ti ovo.
A?
Ti si od sela, zbog sebe, a?
Malo da dignemo
Rating.
Right up the hole.
The driver just told me you're doing this because you want the higher ratings here, not really because of
On Yelp, right?
right.
This is gonna be a game of chicken.
All right, so we are lucky. This is a good part of the road where there is enough space for us to do it. I told you they're very suspicious. They know me, but I'm not interesting. You are the one.
They know you? You know these? You know them?
We all know each other here. I mean,
So
you know,
they recognize you?
there is like 300 houses here, and we literally know each other. If not by the name, and more we know our faces.
So you know that guy who was there?
Yeah, I know both of them, of course.
So he saw you here. That's funny.
He saw me, but that wasn't the interesting part of what he saw.
You're bringing an invasion.
Yep. Kad ideš na ovaj pravac, tamo sljedeće kuće sa leve strane gdje je ovo seno. Stani tu desno negdje ako možeš da mi izađemo, kod one zelene kapije. Još ovdje desno malo da se druči. So that's the house on the left. Here is the aunt running.
Yes.
Oh, look at this.
Running like she's not 78.
She doesn't look 78. She looks
Wow.
fabulous.
Oh, wow, she's in great shape.
Okrenut ću se ja.
Ne, čak samo znači...
Samo ne mogu da zvezem, ovdje je rupa. Da ja pomerim ono napred.
Da li je pametnije se vraćamo na Mali Požarevac ili okrenemo dole na Kragujevac i vidio sam može kod Sjelanjca nešto se izaći. Da li nam je to kraće?
Ići ćemo na gimnastiku da vidimo što ona kaže.
Da,
Kraće je dosta.
a bolje da idemo onda tamo. Ja sam mislio da ćemo stići do 5, ali već smo u zaostatku sat, dva. And also people here, 90% of those houses have gardens, orchards and some agricultural field. Not always by the house, could be a couple miles further. But they also have pigs, chickens, sheep, cows, turkeys, sometimes goats. These are the most popular domestic animals that you can see around here. Sometimes we are going to see it by the road or the field, sometimes they are in the stable. Depends, one time they are feeding them and everything else. This is a very significant little village that we are going to drive through now. It's called Orašac. Orašac was the point where first Serbian uprising against the Ottoman Turks were organized and started. That's one of the biggest moments in our history. That's the first time when we are officially starting revolution against Ottoman Turks. That was 1804.
That was here. This is the Archangel.
No. Aranđelovac is coming later, and Orašac, well, Orašac, I didn't tell you, this is very important. 90% of the names here are actually name of some kind of tree, because this is the land of forest, you know, and trees are all around, and so many different trees. So the names of villages, some cities, rivers, caves, mountains, 90% would be some kind of tree. So Orašac is walnut tree. We are going to see, we are passing by right now at the very end of this straight part of the street. There is a statue, white marble statue of our famous leader of uprising, Karađorđe. That's the man who found our current royal family. There is also his church, first school here in the museum. It's all now coming to your right hand side. So that's exactly the point where you can see his statue right now on your right hand side. That's the point where, well, it all started in 1804. First Serbian uprising was not successful. That was 1804.